Bright Tuty. Every student matters.
In the previous video, we have learned about area of a parallelogram. We have seen that area of a parallelogram is equal to base into height. Now suppose we are having this parallelogram. Let's say this is a parallelogram. This side, this vertex is A, this is B, this is C, and this one is D. Now if we are considering BC as a base, then height will be a perpendicular from opposite vertex on BC. That is, this will be the height. We can name it as E. So AE is the height and BC is the base. So therefore we can say area of this parallelogram will be equal to BC into AE. That is base into height. This one is base and this one is height. So this height is corresponding to the base BC. Now if we will consider CD as a base, then what will be the height? Then we have to drop one more perpendicular from A on CD. So area of a parallelogram is equal to base into corresponding height. By corresponding height means the height according to the base we are selecting. Any of the side can be considered as the base and the height has to be chosen according to that only. So now we know how to find area of a parallelogram, and in this session we are going to learn about how to find area of a triangle. Do we have any specific formula for triangle also, as we had here, base into height? Okay, let's check it now. Now suppose you have drawn a scalene triangle. Here is scalene triangle ABC. Scalene triangle means all the sides are different. So this is triangle ABC. Now do one thing, just cut out this figure from piece of paper and plot the same figure on the another piece of paper by putting it on it. So you will get one more triangle like this. So here is the second triangle which is exact copy of the first one, and that is triangle DEF. So now what do you think about these two triangles? Are they congruent? So you can try to superpose one triangle over the another one. If they will completely cover each other, then it means they are congruent, and you will get that they are congruent only, because this is how we made the second triangle. So now we can do one thing, just rotate this triangle DEF and try to place it along the triangle ABC like this. So you will get a figure like this. So now what do you think about this figure? Is it a parallelogram? Yes, it is a parallelogram. Now do we know how to find area of parallelogram? Yes, we know that. Now can we relate area of one triangle to area of this parallelogram? Yes, we can do that also. We know area of one triangle is equal to half of the area of parallelogram, as this parallelogram is been divided into two congruent triangles, or we can say two triangles of equal areas. So therefore we can write area of triangle is equal to area of parallelogram. Now we know how to find area of parallelogram. So here area of triangle is equal to half of area of parallelogram. Now we know how to find area of parallelogram. Area of parallelogram is base into height. So therefore we will get area of triangle is equal to half into base into height. We write it as half into BH or half BH. This is how we can find area of any triangle, by using the formula half into base into height. So we know that if two triangles are congruent, then they are equal in area. We know this. Now what if two triangles are equal in area? Are they always congruent? Can we say that? Can we say that if two triangles are same in area or are equal in area, then they are always congruent? So let's consider this figure for that. So in this figure there are four triangles. One is triangle PAB, and then QAB, RAB and SAB. These are four different triangles. So what do you think about their areas? As we know, area of a triangle is equal to half into base into height. So here base of all the triangles we can consider as AB. So base is equal. Now what about their heights? Here the height will be equal to, for triangle PAB it will be PA, and for QAB it will be this line. This one will be the height. Now what do you think? Is it equal to PA? Yes, it is equal to PA. So it means height of the second triangle is also equal to the height of the first triangle. Now what about the height of triangle RAB? Is it equal to both the triangles which we have seen till now? Yes, it is also equal. Same is the case for triangle SAB. So here we have seen that base of all the triangles is same, that is AB, which is 6 centimeters, and their height is also equal. So now what can we say about their areas? So since we know that area of a triangle is equal to half into base into height, and if for two triangles base and height are equal, so it means their areas are also equal. So what we are getting now, half into AB into PA, this is area of triangle PAB. This will be equal to half into AB into, for triangle QAB height will be PA only. So this will be, we can write it as, from here we can draw one perpendicular on this base like this. Let's take this point as F. We can write it as QF, but we know QF is equal to PA only. Now for triangle RAB we can draw one perpendicular from R on the base like this. Let's say it is RG. Now we know RG is equal to PA only. So therefore area of triangle RAB will be half into AB into RG. And now this will be equal to half into AB into perpendicular we have to draw from S now. It will be like this. Let us say it is SX. So half into AB into SX. And we know SX is equal to PA only. So now here all the quantities written are equal. So therefore we can say that area of triangle PAB is equal to area of triangle QAB is equal to area of triangle RAB, and this will be equal to area of triangle SAB. So here area of all the four triangles are equal. So what do you think about their congruency? Are they congruent? No, they are not congruent. As we can see here, their shapes are not same. They are not of same shape, hence we can say they are not congruent. Or you can do one thing, you can cut out one triangle and then you can try to place it over the another cutout of the another triangle. So you will get that they are not completely overlapping each other. So it means the triangles are not congruent. So here we have seen that if two triangles are equal in area, it is not necessary that they are congruent. They may be congruent, they may not be congruent. So from here, we conclude that all the congruent triangles are equal in area, but the triangles equal in area need not be congruent. We are not sure whether they are congruent or not. They can be congruent, they cannot be congruent. So now we know how to find area of a triangle. It is half into base into height. So let's take one triangle. Let's say we are having this triangle. It is triangle ABC. If BC is the base, then height will be a perpendicular drop from vertex A on BC, like this. Let's say AD is the height. So now area of this triangle will be half into BC into AD, that is half into base into height. Now let's take one more example. Now let's say we are having this triangle. Here it is A, this is B, and this is C. Now let us suppose we are taking AB as a base, then what will be the height? Height will be the perpendicular from the opposite vertex on AB, like this. Let's take this as CD. So area of this triangle will be half into AB into CD. So here both the triangles we have taken are acute angled triangle. So their heights are also lying inside the triangle only. Now will it always lie inside the triangle? Or can it be any side of the triangle? Yes, it can be a side of the triangle as well. In which case it will be a side of triangle? It will be a side of triangle if we are having a right angled triangle. Let's say this is a right angled triangle. Here it is A, B, and this is C. Now ABC is a right angled triangle at vertex B. Now area of this triangle will be half into BC. BC is the base into height, and height is AB. So here we have seen that height of a triangle or altitude of a triangle can lie inside the triangle, or it can be a side of the triangle as well. Now can it lie outside the triangle? Yes, it can lie outside the triangle as well. We have studied all these things while studying the properties of triangle. So in which case it will be possible that height is lying or altitude is lying outside the triangle. It will be true for obtuse angled triangle. So let's consider one obtuse angled triangle now. Now let's consider this triangle, triangle ABC. Here angle B is obtuse angled. So here we can say that triangle ABC is obtuse angled triangle. So now if we are considering BC as a base, then what will be the height of this triangle? It will be AD. As we can see now, it is lying outside the triangle. So what we have to do in case of obtuse angle triangle? We have to extend the base, and then from the opposite vertex, we have to drop a perpendicular on the extended base. This is how we draw height or we draw altitude for a triangle. Now can we find area of triangle ABC? Yes, we can find area of triangle ABC. So area will be equal to half into base into height. We know this. Now what is base here? Base is BC. So this will be equal to half into BC into height, and height is AD corresponding to the base BC. So it will be 4 centimeter, or we can write it as AD. Now this will be equal to half into BC, which is 6, into AD, which is 4. Now by simplifying this, we will get 6 into 2, 12. So area of this triangle ABC is 12 square centimeters. So here we have seen that it is not necessary that height of the triangle will lie in the interior of the triangle. It may lie in the exterior of the triangle as well, as we have seen here. It will be the case of obtuse angled triangle. Now let's try this question. One of the sides and the corresponding height of a parallelogram are 4 centimeters and 3 centimeters respectively. Find the area of the parallelogram. So here is the figure for the parallelogram given in the question. One of the side is 4 centimeters and corresponding height is 3 centimeters. So now what do you think about its area? As we know, area of a parallelogram is equal to base into height, or we can say base into corresponding height. So in this case we can take base as 4 centimeters. So the height will be 3 centimeters. So area will be equal to 4 into 3. That is equal to 12 square centimeters. So here is the area of the parallelogram. Now let's consider this question. The question here is, find the height x if the area of the parallelogram is 24 square centimeters and the base is 4 centimeters. So the corresponding parallelogram is shown here in the figure. Here base is 4 centimeters and the corresponding height is x. We have to find value of this x. Now how to find value of x? As we know, area is already given to us. Area is 24 square centimeters. Now we have to find height x, and we know area is equal to base into height. So it means it will be 4 into x, or we can say 4x. So now we are having 4x is equal to 24. Now from here we will get x is equal to 24 divided by 4. What we did here, we transposed 4 on the right side of the equation. Now 4 ones are 4, 4 6 are 24. So therefore we are getting x is equal to 6 centimeters. The next question is, the two sides of the parallelogram ABCD are 6 centimeters and 4 centimeters. As we can see here in the figure, for parallelogram ABCD, CD is 6 centimeters and AD is 4 centimeters. The height corresponding to the base CD is 3 centimeters. As we can see here, this is the height of the parallelogram ABCD corresponding to the base CD. Now in this question we have to find, first one is area of the parallelogram and the second one is the height corresponding to the base AD, which is marked as x here. So basically we have to find the value of x. So first of all, let us try to find area of the parallelogram. So as we know, area of a parallelogram is equal to base into height. Now which side we have to consider base here? If we will consider AD as a base, so can we find the area? No, it won't be possible because height corresponding to AD is still unknown. We have to find the height also. So we can't use AD as a base. So let's consider CD as a base. Height corresponding to it will be this 3 centimeters. So now therefore area will be equal to 6 into 3. Now what is 6 into 3? This will be 18. So therefore we are getting area as 6. So therefore we are getting area as 18 square centimeters. Now what we have to do? We have to find height corresponding to the base AD. Now how to do that? So area of the parallelogram is 18 square centimeters. Even if we consider the base as CD or if we consider base as AD, the area will remain same only. So therefore we know now area of the parallelogram is 18 square centimeters. Now if we consider AD as a base, then the height will be x, and that's what we have to find here. So now let's consider AD as a base. So therefore we know area will be equal to 4 into x, which is 4x. So now we are having 4x is equal to 18. Now from here we can get x is equal to 18 divided by 4. What we did here, we transposed this 4 on the right side of the equation, as 4 was multiplied with this x. So after transposition it will come in division. Now we can simplify this. 2 2s are 4, 2 9s are 18, and 9 upon 2 will be 4.5. So therefore the height corresponding to the base AD is 4.5 centimeters. So therefore in this question we got the answer for the first part is 18 square centimeters, and answer for the second part is 4.5 centimeters. Now let's try this example. The question is, find the area of the following triangles. So the first triangle is triangle PQR. So how can we find area of this triangle PQR? As we know, area of the triangle is half into base into height. So we can write it like this. Area of triangle, this symbol is for triangle, is equal to half into base into height, or we can simply write half into B into H or half BH. So now we can consider QR as a base and PS will be the height. So therefore this is equal to half into QR into PS. Now QR is 4 centimeters and PS is 2 centimeters. So therefore this will be equal to half into 4 into 2. Now we can cancel this 2 with this 2. So we are left with 4. So therefore area of the triangle PQR is 4 square centimeters. Now we have to find area of the triangle LMN. In the second figure. So here also we are going to use the same formula, half into base into height. Now if we consider MN as base, what will be the height in this case? So here as we can observe, this angle M is obtuse angle. So therefore triangle LMN is obtuse angled triangle. And we know for obtuse angle triangle, altitude will lie in the exterior of the triangle. So how to plot that or how to draw that altitude? We have to extend the base and then from the opposite vertex we have to drop a perpendicular on the extended base. So therefore LO is the height in this case corresponding to the base MN. So now area of triangle, this is second part of the question. Area of triangle is equal to half into BH or half BH, that is half into base into height. Now in this case base is MN, so it will be half into MN into height, which is LO. So now we can put the values of MN and LO. MN is 3 centimeters and LO is 2 centimeters. So this will be half into 3 into 2. Now we can cancel this 2 with this 2. So we are left with 3. So therefore we can say that area of triangle LMN is 3 square centimeters. The next question is, find BC if the area of the triangle ABC is 36 square centimeters and the height AD is 3 centimeters as it is shown in the figure here. So this is AD. AD is 3 centimeters. Now what we have to find here? We have to find BC. And area is already given to us. It is 36 square centimeters. And we know area of triangle ABC is equal to half into base into height, and base is BC and the height will be AD. Now area is already given to us. It is 36 square centimeters. So therefore we can write half into BC into AD is equal to 36. So now from here we have to find BC and AD is already given to us. It is 3 centimeters. So let's put the value of AD here. So we will get half into BC into AD, which is 3, and this is equal to 36. Now what we can do, we can transpose this 2 here. So we will get 3BC is equal to 36 into 2. 2 was in division with 3BC here. So after transposing, it will come in multiplication. Now what is 36 into 2? It is 72. So now we are having 3BC is equal to 72. So from here we can get BC is equal to 72 divided by 3. Because 3 was multiplied with BC here, so after transposing it on the right side, it will come in division. Now we know 3 ones are 3. 3 into 24 will give us 72. So therefore we are getting BC equal to 24 centimeters. Now here is the last question of this session. The question is, in triangle PQR, PR is 8 centimeters, QR is 4 centimeters and PL is given as 5 centimeters. As we can see here in this figure, we have to find area of the triangle PQR and then we have to find QM. So first of all, let's find area of this triangle. As we know, area of triangle is equal to half into base into height, or we can write half BH. Now for this triangle PQR, we can consider QR as a base and the height will be PL. So therefore this is equal to half into QR means 4 centimeters into PL, which is 5. So now by simplifying this, we will get 2 into 5, which is 10. So area of this triangle is 10 square centimeters. Now what else do we have to find? We have to find QM. Now if we will consider PR as a base, then QM will be the height corresponding to this base. So therefore we can write area of triangle PQR is equal to half into base into height, it means half into PR, which we are considering as base, and the height corresponding to this base will be QM. Now since we already know area of this triangle is 10 square centimeters, so therefore we will get half into PR is 8 into QM is equal to area of the triangle, which is 10. So now we can simplify this. 2 ones are 2. 2 into 4 will give us 8. Now we are having 4 QM, or QM into 4 is equal to 10. Now what we can do, we can transpose this 4 on the right side of the equation. So this will give us QM is equal to 10 upon 4. Now we can simplify this. 2 2s are 4, 2 5s are 10. Now 5 upon 2 means 2.5. So therefore we are getting QM is equal to 2.5 centimeters. Hence we got both the answers. The first one was 10 square centimeters, that is area of the triangle PQR, and then we have got QM as 2.5 centimeters.